Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. Hi you guys. Look, chicken feet. So I had to do a couple of well, thank you for turning the TV on for me. I appreciate that.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore,
I did a couple of rituals tonight. I did a house cleansing ritual, and then I did a couple spells out of, well, not a couple, just one spell, but I had to do like a cleansing, you know, stuff like that before I started.
Distinctly I remember
and
it was in a bleak December,
I did it with these chicken feet on me. These are like protection ones. And I gotta tell you, I've never done chicken feet around, done things with chicken. I always just hang them. But I just put them on, like how Ryan did when I sent him his, and oh my gosh, like, it calms my energy down. It like centers it for some reason. Like I was able to like put my intent without, usually when I do stuff, my energy goes and it just goes everywhere like an explosion. And I mean, my magic works awesome and everything, but it just explodes. And so these really help like ground me and center me, and yeah. Excuse my allergies. Anyway, so I love these, and I will be using these from now on in my I can't see if you can see them. Anyways, I had a couple things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And since we're talking about my chicken feet, we'll just go straight into this. When I send you your chicken feet, I realize that I get a little carried away with the packaging and all the little goodies I put inside. I can't help it, you guys. I just want you guys to feel special, and that's just me being me. Like, I overdo everything that I do. Everything I do 110%, or I'm not going to do it. I don't ever video in this room, and it's quite distracting. Anyways, there's a couple other things I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about, I've already kind of talked about this before. When gods and goddesses, deities, when they choose you, when they come to you and they choose you to work with you, they don't see the color of your skin. They don't see you like that. They see your spirit, your soul. They see your energy. And they think, you know, if you're a match for them or not. If you are, and they want to work with you, and they want to put time into you, and etc., etc., you have this stuff that they like and that they like to work with, then they're going to come to you and they're going to choose you. You know, usually it's in a dream or meditation kind of thing. Very seldom do they do like physical things. Well, that's not true. Hecate did physical things for me all the time. But they do physical things too. You'll start seeing signs, and they'll come to you and talk to you, you know, in your dreams, and even if it's okay. This is just an example, people. Don't get all woo about it, okay? Like, I don't even have to do that. Let's just say this, okay? certain cultures use certain kinds of magic. But that doesn't mean that those gods and deities and whatever that they work with, whatever their name for them isn't going to go to someone of another nationality or another culture and work with them as well. Gods don't have the rules that you put on them. They don't see color. They don't give a fuck about your rules and how you feel about it. Like, oh, you didn't go through the initiation and blah blah blah. Gods don't care about that. I mean, I'm not knocking that or saying that that's bad. I'm just saying gods don't have those rules on them. They can come to you if they want to work with you, even though you haven't been initiated by this and that and the other. That just means you haven't had the training. And maybe you could go do that later. You know, after if the God has come to you, the deity has come to you and showed an interest and put a desire in your heart to follow them. Maybe that's something in the future that you would be interested in going and being a student and learning more about that culture or religion or whatever you want to call it. But just because you're not the same color as what normally uses those gods and goddesses doesn't mean a thing. That's not what they see. That's man that does that, not gods and goddesses. Okay. Another thing I needed to talk about is signs your spells are working. It's really hard, like, for people that are not. Holy moly, could you turn it up louder? Wow. Okay. Spells are working. Anyways, oh my god, it's so distracting. Okay. My friend, I have a friend who did a spell for a guy, okay? He was dating this one chick. She was dating him and another guy. And it came to a point where she had to choose between the two of them. She chose the other guy. And then later, after a couple months or whatever, she broke up with him. And now she's single, or she caught him cheating or something. I don't know. But anyway, so now the other guy is like, cool, I can get my chick back, blah, 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 whatever. And then he came to my friend and asked her to, you know, make her fall in love with him again, or, you know, bring her back to him. And so she did it. And you have to realize that that woman is still going through a breakup. She's still heartbroken. It could take a couple months before she gets over that love. You know, it's not going to be instant. It's going to be a gradual thing for her. But she'll be thinking about you, and she'll be thinking, you know, I should have chose him instead of that one. You know what I mean? But those thoughts will be placed in her head. But I realize that you expect magic to be instant, and it doesn't work like that. Okay, like, well, we've talked a few times, but it's always just platonic. Well, that's okay, but before you weren't talking at all, and now you're talking a few times, but it's platonic. But that's cool because you're still talking. So when you talk to her, you need to plant little seeds, like, say, remember that time when wow, somebody's playing with my TV. Anyway, so you need to plant little seeds and say, like, remember that time when we when we went and did this or that. That was so fun, huh? So just give her like little memories of good times that you've had together. Or after wait a little while and then like ask her if she's ready to start dating again, or just kind of like be cool about it and don't pressure her, but just plant little seeds and just give her time to get over her love and yeah, and let the magic do its job. It'll work, but you could help it. Work with it. Work it. Work it. Sorry, had to do it. Anyways, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, and she also had she also had a prosperity spell that she did for someone, and they wanted like all this stuff. They wanted like to like just a lot, and they got like an extra $100 or something like that, and they were like, but wait, I asked for 10,000 and all I got was 100. What kind of crap is that? And they were just all pissy about it, and she was just like, wow, but look at what you got. You got $100, and it was like a gift, it fell out of the sky practically, but it wasn't what you asked for, but it was still a gift, and you're not being grateful for that $100, and so chances are, you're not gonna get shit. The magic will work, but when it starts working, when it starts opening up and it starts moving the energy around to give you, to do what it's called to do, what it's being told to do in the universe. And when it starts opening up and you get little trickles of what you asked for, if you shut it down like that, you're not going to get shit. That's what you're going to get, exactly what you already got, because you shut it down. You weren't thankful for that little piece that you got. And you just can't be like that, you guys. You gotta. I was just like, wow, if somebody gave me an extra $100, I would have been being like, sweet. I found $100 today. Boom, boom, boom. Going shopping. Whatever. But be thankful for the little things is what I'm trying to say. Show that you're thankful. Think of what you could do with that money, that little bit that you found. Put it towards the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Like, pay a bill with it, even if it doesn't pay the whole bill. Or, just do something good with it. And then you'll get more and more, and it'll open the door. You can't be like that, you guys. You can't. And then another one was, this is how magic works, okay? Like, this lady wants a different job than what she has. She doesn't like the one she has. And so she wants a different job. Then, instead of giving her a completely different job, she started getting busy with the job that she already had. Like getting extra clients and all this stuff, but she was wanting to get out of that and go into something else. Something that she liked better, maybe. I don't know. But she had no experience in that or anything. But anyways, and then she ended up being like really successful in this other job, and she's like independently wealthy now and all this stuff. But it's not what she asked for, but she still got blessed in her job. She still grew it into a company that makes her a lot of money, and she's set, And now she looks back and goes, oh wow, I guess that spell I did, 2 years ago really did work. It didn't give me exactly what I asked for, but I got something even better. So don't be so close-minded. Don't be so narrow. Like, don't try to overthink everything. Don't try to map it out and tell Magic how it's going to do it. Like, you can't box it in. If you leave it open and allow the universe and the energies and the deities and your spirit guides and everyone to work together for you, they're going to know what is the best path for you, and they're going to help guide you to that. You put the intent in, you put the spell out there, and you just keep working. Just keep going through the doors that open. And then in a few years, you're looking back going, wow, I was really wrong and this is way better. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. Next, I want to talk about, so someone was giving me, I'm trying to see like what that says. Someone was trying to give me a hard time about casting a circle in my spells, when I do spells out in my shop. You don't cast circles for protection. Okay, thank you for the tip. I never would have thought of such a thing. If you will go back in my channel, like to the beginning, and you will see the foundation of the craft, or something like that. And my shop, my witchy shop, it is, okay, the bottom of it, before they even put the building down there, the bottom of it has stones. Crap, I can't remember what they're called, but they're the white stones. I don't know. There's all kinds of stones under there. There's amethyst, there's selenite, there's quartz, there's lapis. There's all kinds of stuff. There's herbs, there's, dragon's blood, all kinds of salts and everything you could think of under there. But it's in a circle. There's a circle, a big circle with a pentagram for protection, and every corner, ceremonial style, that whole foundation is sealed and protected. Like, nothing bad can get in there unless I call it in there. Nothing, and even then that's a little, I don't know if it would want to, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's done right. And then every wall, after the building was dropped there, and every wall is like, it has sigils and cascarilla, pentagrams, and just, it's circles underneath the carpet. It's protected. My shop is sacred. It is sacred ground for me and for my deities and my angels and my spirit guides, and there, as soon as I walk in, it's on. There's no bullshit about it. Like, my shop is it's very powerful place. You can go in there and you just feel good. Everybody wants to just stay there, and I'm like, you guys can't come in here. You can't be hanging. It's not a hangout. My grandkids love it in there. They feel so free and happy when they come over. They always say, can we go out to the shop? And then I give them candles, and I give them those little carving tools, and I let them carve on the candles. And my grandson the other day, he took my chicken foot rattler thing that I have, and he held it up to the sky, and he said, I command you to come forth. And 5 minutes later, we had a huge storm. And I was like, thanks. Now we're stuck in here. It was pretty funny. But it made him feel so good and strong, and his intent was his intent is amazing. But anyways, it's a great place. It's very protected. There's no negative energies in there. And people that have negative energies, when they come in there, they don't like it. In fact, this one lady came in, and she's like, she just turned around and she just started crying and she ran out. And I was like, what happened? She goes, I don't know. I just can't go in there. And I was like, well, let's try cleansing you off first, honey, and then I'll let you come back in and see if you'll be all right. So then I had to like cleanse her with sage and stuff and sprayed around her with my spray stuff, and then she came in and she was okay, but she just had to like sit right in a chair and not move. It was so funny. But you know, my shop is protected. Let's see what else. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Okay, you guys. So excited. For real. Okay. So, this guy on YouTube, he's a YouTuber. He's made videos for a long time. His videos are freaking amazing. And he quit forever, and he has not been posting anything new, and I really love the way he teaches because he's so fucking smart. Like, his knowledge, he's like Wikipedia, or not even Wikipedia, like Webster of the occult. You know, like, he knows everything about all kinds of magic. Because I love all magic. I want to know about all of it because I love it all. It's all so beautiful to me. Like, honestly, I love magic. I live it. And so, he's the same way. But he's just so smart. Like, he gets it, and he knows, like, all the facts and where it came from, and, you know, all this stuff, and he's just a genius. And his name is Taliesin McKnight. And he has started to post videos again on YouTube every Saturday. And right now he's teaching, I think it's a series on angel magic. And, of course, I wrote down. Anyways, I'm super excited to learn about I wished that I could just like plug into him, like plug into his brain, and just let all of his knowledge come into me. I wonder if there's a spell for that. Just kidding. Totally joking. Never do that to you. I wouldn't be so stupid. But that would be awesome if I could do that. There's a few people that I would like to just have their knowledge. But that's because excuse me. That's because I feel like, because of what happened to me when I was young and stuff, I feel like I was robbed of my knowledge. Like, I was denied the right. So, I love it. I love him. I love the way he teaches. He's really a matter of fact. He's not biased. He doesn't, you know, he's not like that. He's just, this is how it is, you know, and this is how you do it. He doesn't, you know, try to put feelings and shit like that in it. He's good. I love him. Like, I love the way he teaches, and I love how his brain works, and I really admire that about him. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, let me see how much time do I have on here? Oh. One more thing, real quick, okay? Is witchcraft and blood, okay? Like, I come from a family of witches. Even though they bound me as a child, when my grandma died, it came back to me, and my abilities kicked in, and everything just came rushing into me. But you don't have to have it in your blood. Magic isn't about, being a witch isn't about if it's in your bloodline, or if you come from a family from way back when I had all this and this kind of witch. And no, you don't have to have that. It's about your spirit and your energy. And if you know, if you're interested in being a witch, you put the time and effort and you live it, then you're a witch. I don't care if you do just a little bit of witchcraft. If you do a lot or a little or whatever, if you're a witch, you're a witch. It doesn't matter if it runs in your family or not. It's about your energy and your spirit and your soul. It's not about your DNA. At least that's my opinion, and you know how what I say about opinions, that they're like assholes. Everyone has one. But that's how I feel. That's what I was told. And so by spirit. That's the way it is. And everything I do, okay. Here's another reason why I love people like Talisman Ignite, okay? I'm not allowed, when I try to look spells up in books or try to learn from books how to do stuff, they shut me down. My deities, they don't like that. They like me doing everything intuitively. You don't need that. Get rid of that. We don't like it when you do that. They don't want me doing it. I mean, I can read like some of them, but when it comes to standing in front of the altar doing a spell, it doesn't matter who it's for. I'm not allowed to pick up a book. I have to just listen to them and do it the way they tell me to do it. I'm not allowed to look in a book. I tried it a few times. I tried being that way. Like when I first got started, I was really intuitive, like big time. I didn't know anything. I didn't have any books. And everything I did strictly with Hecate. Like she was right there telling me how to do it and what to do. And it was so powerful. And I fell in love. And I still love it. But I do get to study things. I can look at things, like I look at herbs and see what they're for, what they can be used for. I have some herb books. I'm allowed to look at like crystal books to see what, and I'm really bad about remembering names, I know, but I do read the books and stuff and try to remember and learn and all this and that. But she doesn't like me using books for spells. She only wants me to use her for spells. And so that's what I do. And Carnunas too. I don't work a lot with Carnunas, but when I have to do certain types of spell, I use Carnunas. And when I'm doing a spell for a man, I use Carnunas. And when I do healing spells, like when people are sick, I work with angels, and Hecate's fine with that. She don't care if I work with angels. She doesn't like me working with certain other deities that I was trying to work with because I felt a connection, but she said the connection was not mine. And she made me box everything up that belonged to that deity and put it away. So I did. But she's like, nope. And so I did, and then she let me know that that was the right thing to do and everything. But anyways, this video is getting way too long and I'm rambling, and I apologize. But I just love you guys, and I wanted to go over a few things. I know you guys are probably sick of these talk to death videos, but it kind of goes with, you gotta, every once in a while you gotta do them just to kind of clear the air and start fresh, because I get a lot of emails and stuff from people that will say this and that, and or ask me questions, and I don't want to just answer them and then have another person ask me the same question and then answer it, and so I like to just get it all out there in a video so that I'm answering everybody all at once. And I have like these, a couple of them I didn't go over, but this is getting too long. So I love you guys, and have a fucking awesome week, rest of your week, and peace out.